Let me ask you something, and don't answer it out loud. When was the last time you actually showed up for yourself? Not the one you show to others, not the one you post online, the real you when nobody's watching. There's a lot of people who don't hate themselves. They just don't love themselves enough to stop giving their time and energy to things that keep draining them. And that quiet lack of self-love, it's expensive. It costs you time. It costs you peace. It wears you down, and it steals years you can't get back. Some folks seem fine, going to work, paying bills, acting normal, but inside, they're disconnected. Not lost, just tired of pretending they've got it all figured out. And when I talk about loving yourself, I'm not talking about upgrading your lifestyle. You can have money and still dread waking up. You can look good and still feel invisible. None of that fixes the question of who you are when everything gets quiet. Loving yourself isn't about having more. It's about knowing when something isn't right and finally listening to that voice. Because if you truly understood your value, you wouldn't keep negotiating it with people who only show up when it benefits them. Your worth doesn't come from people. It comes from God. Loving yourself means you stop chasing approval from the wrong people. It means you stop explaining yourself to people who are never really listening. It means you walk away, not out of anger, but out of clarity. And that's where most of us get stuck. We can't love ourselves while dragging old pain behind us. We can't see our worth clearly when we're still replaying what hurts us. That's why forgiveness matters. And no, forgiveness doesn't rewrite what happened. It doesn't excuse it. It doesn't minimize it. It just means you stop letting the past decide what you do next. Unforgiveness keeps you tied to moments that already happened, to people who already moved on. And God isn't trying to keep you there. Holding on doesn't make you strong. It just keeps you stuck. And that's why letting go matters. You don't have to carry the anger anymore. You don't have to keep replaying the wrongs. You don't have to let what they did decide how you live. God sees it all. Every moment, every injustice, every quiet hurt you never talked about. And He can handle what you were never meant to. That's what allows you to move forward. Real self-love requires release. Forgiveness isn't pretending it didn't hurt. It's choosing not to drag the weight with you anymore. Because that weight gets heavy. It slows you down. It affects how you love, how you trust, how you see yourself. Life moves in seasons, and the hard ones, they don't last forever. But holding on to resentment drags out the hard times way longer than they need to. Unforgiveness keeps reopening doors God is trying to close, and the past keeps pulling you backward while you're asking God to move you forward. But when you finally let go, when you stop holding on to what's weighing you down, that's when God starts rebuilding you from the inside out. That's when you finally see your value and real self-love begins. So here's the truth. You were never meant to do this alone. There comes a point where you have to surrender. Ask God for guidance. Ask Him for clarity. Ask Him to bring the right people into your life. Not the loud ones, not the convenient ones, but the honest ones. You need people who tell you the truth, not people who hype you up, not people who protect your ego, people who care enough to make you uncomfortable. I've got someone in my life who doesn't clap for everything I do. She doesn't soften the truth for my feelings. A lot of times I wish she would, but she tells me what's real, not what sounds good, not what keeps me comfortable. And I won't lie, it frustrates me, but I'd rather deal with the truth that wakes me up than stay comfortable in something that slowly keeps me stuck. You're not perfect, neither am I, but if you're willing to be honest, to forgive, to let go, to listen, you grow. And when you grow, your life changes. So ask yourself today, not with guilt, not with shame, do I really love myself, or am I just surviving? Because real self-love is knowing your worth. It's setting boundaries. It's walking away from what's not serving you. It's forgiving even when it's hard, and trusting God to handle what you can't. This isn't about feeling better for a moment. It's about finally becoming who you were created to be. When you see your value, real self-love begins. So if this spoke to you, write "I choose me" in the comments. No explanations needed, because loving yourself first is how you step into the life God already had planned for you. And always remember this: when you get real, God gets real.